Hey, welcome back to Carsonian Beans. I don't know what just happened, but today we are going to be predicting the Denver Broncos 2020 record. We've done the Chiefs predictions, we've done the Raiders predictions, and we've done the Chargers predictions. We're almost done with the AFC West. So we're going to move on to the NFC West. Then we're going to move up these. I'm using playoff predictors. You can go ahead, go to playoffpredictors.com, make your predictions, send them to me, and I will, if I get enough of them, I'll make a video looking at them, reacting to them. I'm gonna go ahead and plug everything. Subscribe to my channel. I mean, I post daily. Not I'm predicting every single team, doing that daily for I guess the next 28 days. So we got another whole month of this, and every other day I'm posting though. I'm running out of ideas, so in the comments let me know or tweet it at me. I've got it link in the description, or go to Twitter to look up Carsonian Beans at Phil2Duck is F1. I've also got a Instagram. I already forgot what that one's called. I have a Patreon. I'm trying. If I get enough support, now I have a Zip, so you'd be my first. I'm trying to start a podcast, but enough about that. Let's talk about the Broncos. The Broncos. I'm not a big believer in Denver and Drew Lock. All the Broncos fans just left. They heard me plug everything, and they were barely hanging on, and then I just talk trash about Drew Lock, and then it's gone. The thing is, you see a lot of rookie quarterbacks when they first get into the league, they don't play too well. He only played 5 games, right? And yes, he went 4-1, but that was mainly because they ran the ball constantly, pounding. He also ran a lot. In all 5 of his games, he only threw. I don't know why I can't talk. He only threw for a little more than 100 yards in each of those, which is telling me that they were very skeptic about using him. So this is going to be he's probably going to be thrown in there. And yes, he did play 5 games, but he really wasn't quarterbacking very much. All right, so, man, look at this schedule, man. They were not nice to them. So I don't know. This might be they're gonna, yeah. Also, their wide receiver unit isn't the best, but they do have pretty good tight end unit. They got Melvin Gordon to pound the ball. They did get KJ Hamler and Jerry Jeudy. I think those are the names. They got 2 rookies on that wide receiver unit, so they've got a pretty young team. Their defensive linebackers, Von Miller on there, Alexander Johnson, I'm pretty sure that's his name. They are going to make it hard for other teams to run. So they're mainly probably going to be doing what they did those 5 games that he was in there. They're probably going to be running the ball a lot with Melvin Gordon. They're probably going to be doing a lot of short passes to tight ends. And maybe they're going to be testing out their wide receiver, because they've got a rookie wide receiver unit and they've got a young quarterback. That doesn't look very good. That's going to be a very inexperienced passing game right there. So it's probably going to be a lot of very short plays, not very many explosive plays from them. Probably not that many. They probably need very low scoring games, and their defense is good enough to where I think they can do this. Their defense is definitely strongest point on their team. So we're going to see how that plays out for them. Week 1, a Monday night game, hopefully. September 14th, we have the Broncos at home. Their home opener against the Titans. Titans might be the best team in the AFC this year. They've got, I forgot his name. Derek, you know his name. They're running back. I forgot his name. He's probably going to be fighting against that defensive line. So if they may be able to stop, they probably will be able to halt Derek. I forgot his name. I haven't talked about him forever. They'll be able to halt him. Maybe stop their running game. Definitely, they're not going to be able to completely stop it, but they can probably slow it down and make them rely heavily on Ryan Tannehill. And for all we know, he's going to be a Nick Foles type quarterback where he comes in at the end of the season and saves them. But when he starts, he doesn't do too well. This definitely could be a Broncos game. But I just think that Drew Lock's really first real starting game, week 1, home opener, a lot of pressure. I'm just going to give this one to the Titans right off the bat. Week 2, they go away against Pittsburgh. And Pittsburgh, this is definitely a game that they can win. I feel like um, Big Ben, he's very old, coming off an injury. Probably isn't going to be the best quarterback out there. He's also not going to be the worst. The Pittsburgh does have some good weapons on that offense. I don't. It'll be tough. I feel like Pittsburgh probably able to score some points, and I don't know this early in the season if Drew Lock will be able to. So I'm just gonna give this one to the Steelers. Like I said, very tough opening. I mean, their division is tough. They don't have very many easy games. And in week 3 against the Buccaneers, this is another game. They could potentially be 2-0 if Drew Lock does really well, but right now I'm not thinking so. Week 3, back at home, against Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is what team that doesn't have a very good running game. They've got like Ronald Jones on there, and he's definitely nowhere as good as Derek. I need to find his name, but I don't want to. I have my notes right out there, but it would take me forever to find it. I'll look for it while I talk. Probably think of it while I'm looking for it. But the thing is, if Tom Brady doesn't play as well, it's Derrick Henry. If Tom Brady doesn't play as well as he has been, and he kind of gets exposed, then the Broncos could take this one. But seeing as he is Tom Brady and he took that terrible wide receiver tight end units that they had on the Patriots to the playoffs, I think that he probably can do the same thing. The Buccaneers defense, though, I feel like this will be a very close game. Could be very high scoring. I feel like this is going to be. I feel like these two games are either going to be very low scoring games, or it's just going to be like the other. Like I feel like the Titans are. This is either going to be very low scoring, or the Titans are going to win by a lot. Kind of same thing down here. This could be the first game where Drew Lock takes off and scores a lot of points. But I still think that the Buccaneers get the win here. 3 tough games at the beginning of the schedule. Really not very nice to them. And then we go to week 4, a Thursday night game. Also, I forgot to mention, they sent a quarterback, a young quarterback, in a home opener. So it's week 1 of his first starting season. He is a starting quarterback. This is a lot of pressure, right? Week 1. At home. So now he's even got more pressure because it's week 1 and he's at home. 3, he's playing against a tough team. 4, it's Monday night. I'm sorry, the more I think about it, there's no way that they win this. But up against the Jets, who I think have one of the worst quarterbacks. I feel like the Broncos can probably stop Le'Veon Bell or halt him because I feel like the Jets are going to be relying a lot on their running game this season. And the Broncos can probably halt that. And I feel like they can probably. This is going to be one of the first games that I think. I mean, it's gone from like really, really close games to like one that's probably way in the Broncos' favor. I really like this matchup with really good. They have a very good defensive line that can completely just stop Le'Veon Bell, and then they've just got to have a good enough backfield to halt Sam Darnold, who in my opinion is the worst quarterback right now. Then you got Drew Lock against the Patriots. Cam Newton on there. They might be able to get a few sacks on him, knock him back a bit. This team's definitely going to be a lot relying on defense. I feel like now is whenever Drew Lock might start getting into things a bit more. I don't know about the Patriots, though. I don't know. I guess, man, it's going to be an interesting one. But the Patriots do have a really, really good defense. But the thing is, so it's going to be definitely, the Broncos probably going to be really relying on their defense. They're going to probably only score probably less than 10 points. So I don't know. The Broncos do have a good defense, but I feel like Cam Newton and this Patriots can probably win this one. All right, week 6 against Miami. Take a little break from the hard games that they've been having, except for the Jets. They go back to the NFC East at home. Is this Sunday night? No, it's not. Why would they put that there? Come on, Ryan, do better. And then I know the guy. I don't know the guy, but I know his name. I've thought about supporting his Patreon, like you support mine. Week 6. Ooh, this is a tough one. They know that they've got to win this one. They're 1-4. They see they got the Chiefs the week after that. They know they got to win Miami so they can go into their bye week hopefully at 2-5. This is. I feel like this might be around the time when Tungavaloa comes in. I don't know. I'm just gonna say that Ryan Fitzpatrick is still their starting quarterback. We're gonna say that. It's gonna be tough. I don't know. I mean, the Broncos, their defense can probably stop them. I'm just going to give this one to the Broncos off the bat. 2-4 now, going up against the Chiefs. I mean, you've got the great defense. I mean, Patrick Mahomes will definitely be able to take advantage of their secondary not being as good as their line. It's definitely still pretty good. I feel like there's almost no way the Broncos win this one. They go into their bye week 2-5. This is definitely not the season that they wanted. But, I mean, looking at they've definitely got the hard part done. They've got some, easier games on this. But they've got a tough schedule. They had a very, very tough schedule. It'd be hard for them to go. It'd be hard for any team. I mean, freaking if the Ravens had this schedule, they'd be in a tough spot. All right, they go into their bye week, 2-5. They're like, all right, guys, we need to step it up. They go into this bye week, and I think they come out of this bye week refreshed. They have a very good bye week here. Drew Lock's this is when he's probably going to start getting better. And I feel like against the Falcons, it probably shows. And then against the Raiders don't have, Derek Carr, I don't know if he'll be able to do too much. Josh Jacobs probably will be able to get them some yards. Definitely a very close game here, but I can definitely see them splitting. Same thing with the Chargers. See them splitting. Guess I can go ahead and add. I'm gonna wait. They're 5-5 right now. I'm thinking, okay, he's got 2 divisional wins in a row. But they have. Look at this. They've got 2 tough games. Against the Saints and the Chiefs, and then they've kind of got a break in Week 14. Still a tough game. Week 12 against New Orleans. I'm sorry, but you don't. I don't think. Oh well, crap. Sorry. It's not. I didn't mean to do that. I don't see a way that Denver's gonna win this, and then it's kind of the same thing here. I could see them winning this game, but not this game. Maybe they could win this game. 5-7 now. They go up against Carolina. Carolina, they're going to be relying a lot on Christian McCaffrey. I don't know. I say that their line's good, but it's not the best. It's definitely very good, but it's not like top elite. It's not elite. So I feel like Christian McCaffrey can probably get some plays done here. Definitely none of that big 50-yard runs that he was doing earlier. But I don't know. So I feel like this won't be the best game for Christian McCaffrey. But Carolina's defense is so good. I'm going to give this one to the Panthers. I'm sorry. And we think they got Buffalo, who I think is going to be very... At this point, they're like, we really got to get some more weapons. Against Buffalo, I guess they're still clinging to hope that maybe they can make the playoffs. But, I just don't see them beating Buffalo. And like I said, I see them splitting. So I think they lose these last 2 games, probably throwing them to go 5-11. I did not expect this. They didn't win any games past week 11. Look at the schedule. You've got the Titans. You've got the Steelers, the Buccaneers. You've got New England. You've got Kansas City twice. You've got the Chargers, who in my opinion are pretty good. I'm going to do this new thing where I'm going to go through. I'm going to show what the best possible outcome for them is and the worst possible outcome is. Shout out to the Goat House, which is a YouTube channel I watch. They do this thing where they did their rankings sorry, not rankings. They did their predictions, and then they go through and they show best case scenario. And I thought that was a good idea. So go subscribe to them. I've shouted them out like 50 times now in my videos. I just feel so bad because this is a great idea that I got from them. I just don't want to end up. I don't want to look like I'm stealing it from them, so I'm letting you guys know. So right now, their worst case scenario is probably Miami could pull out a win here, Las Vegas, and Los Angeles. I don't see the Jets. I could see the Falcons. So the worst case scenario, of course, is 1-15, but I don't in any way think that this is going to come close to happening. So let me just slap those back on there as wins. Back to 5-11. And their best case scenario is win here. They could probably win here. Definitely could win here and win here. So now their best case scenario is 9-7 in my opinion. And then look, that opens up the playoffs. So, also they could win here. 10-6. So y'all could go anywhere, in my opinion, from 1-15 to 10-6. But I honestly just think y'all are gonna go 5-11. Putting this back where I had it. All right. What? One more game. Oh yeah, Carolina. So 5-11 is my prediction. Don't hate me. Subscribe, like. I mean, if my videos, if you think this is absurd, what kind of crap could he possibly do for the other teams? Who does he think is good? If he thinks the Broncos are bad, subscribe, hit the bell, get notified for all my videos. Like the video, it really helps me out a lot. Comment, tell me that. Tell me what you thought. Go to Playoff Predictors. It's also available on mobile. You can see my videos on that. Send me them on Twitter, Instagram, any of that, and I will make a video if I get 5 of them. If I get 5 of them, I will make a video on it. Follow my Twitter in the description. Instagram, hopefully in the description. Might not be. Hopefully it is. Yeah. My goal is at the end of the year, I want to have 150 subs. So go ahead, hit the subscribe button, and hopefully by 2021, Carsonian Beans will be at 150 subs. Let's go. All right. Support my Patreon so I can, start either a second gaming channel where, I play Skyrim or whatever, or I have a start a podcast that could be on Spotify. I just need money for hosting. I need money for a microphone. I need money. Money, money, money. Give it to me now. Thank you for watching this long video. See you next time, you beanie boys.